Remember that gut-wrenching feeling when you thought you'd lost something precious, only to realize with a gasp that you narrowly escaped a disaster? The Chicago Bulls just had one of those moments, a pivotal crossroads in their franchise's journey that, thanks to a twist of fate and a rival's stubbornness, steered them away from what could have been a catastrophic misstep. For years, Bulls fans have yearned for a clear direction, a path forward that doesn't just promise hope, but delivers tangible results. Last summer, they made a bold move, a trade that felt like a seismic shift, signaling a new era. But what if I told you that the future they're now celebrating, the young star they've embraced, almost slipped through their fingers, replaced by a different prospect who carried with him the very seeds of discord? This isn't just about trading players. It's about the unseen forces, the subtle nuances of fit and mentality that truly define a championship contender. Get ready, because the story of how the Bulls narrowly avoided setting themselves back even further is a fascinating tale of strategic pivots, fortunate breaks, and the profound impact of a decision that in hindsight looks like a stroke of genius. For a franchise that had been largely stagnant in the trade market, the summer deal that sent two-time all-defensive guard Alex Caruso to the Oklahoma City Thunder was more than just a transaction. It was a declaration. It was the Bulls' first player-for-player swap since 2021, a move that finally broke a long-standing pattern of inertia and signaled a willingness to reshape their roster with purpose. In exchange for the beloved gritty veteran Caruso, Chicago acquired Josh Giddey, a 21-year-old Australian playmaker whose unique blend of size, vision, and passing prowess immediately intrigued the Windy City faithful. This wasn't just about talent acquisition, it was about a philosophical shift, a commitment to developing young, high-upside players who could grow with the franchise. And what a payoff it has been. Fast forward just 1 year, and the benefits of that audacious trade are already starting to show, not just in flashes, but in sustained brilliance. Giddey, freed from the constraints of a more crowded backcourt in Oklahoma City, looked far more comfortable in a system that allowed him to be the primary ball handler, orchestrating the offense with a natural flair. By the second half of the 2024-25 season, the young guard was playing at an all-star level, dazzling fans with his court vision, his ability to create for others, and his burgeoning scoring touch. He wasn't just filling a role, he was defining it. His confidence soared, his game matured, and his connection with his new teammates became undeniable. This summer, the Bulls solidified that commitment, signing Giddey to a 4-year extension, a move that firmly established him as Chicago's point guard of the future. He's not just a piece of the puzzle. He's the cornerstone, the creative engine around which the Bulls plan to build their next contending team. The trade, once a gamble, now looks like a masterstroke, a testament to the front office's vision and Giddey's immense talent. Yet, as with all great stories, there's a dramatic what-if lurking just beneath the surface. A recent report from ESPN's Shams Charania, the venerable insider whose whispers often become thunderous roars in the NBA world, has cast a fascinating new light on those pivotal trade discussions. According to Charania, the Bulls were deeply engaged in talks with the Golden State Warriors, with Alex Caruso once again at the center of the proposed deal. Imagine that the Bulls, a franchise desperate for a new identity, teetering on the edge of a completely different future. The Warriors, always on the hunt for veteran savvy and defensive grit, saw Caruso as a perfect fit for their system. But here's the crucial detail, the small hinge upon which an entire future swung. The Warriors, despite their interest, absolutely refused to include Jonathan Kuminga in any deal. That single, seemingly minor refusal by Golden State forced the Bulls to pivot, to redirect their focus, ultimately leading them down the path to Josh Giddey and the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a chilling reminder of how close Chicago came to taking a dramatically different turn, a path that in retrospect could have led them into a very different and potentially far less promising future. On paper, both Giddey and Kuminga are undeniably valuable young prospects, each brimming with potential and the kind of raw talent that makes NBA scouts salivate. Yet, they bring fundamentally different skill sets to the table, representing distinct pathways for a franchise looking to rebuild. Kuminga, the explosive wing, is a physical marvel, boasting major defensive upside and the kind of athleticism that leaps off the screen. He fits the mold of the modern two-way forward, a player capable of guarding multiple positions, finishing above the rim, and developing into a potent scorer. His game is built on power, speed, and raw physical tools, making him an immediate impact player in many facets of the game. Giddey, on the other hand, is an all-around jumbo guard, a rare breed in today's NBA. His strength lies in his elite playmaking skills, his uncanny court vision, and his ability to rebound at a high level for his position. He's a facilitator, a connector, a player who elevates the performance of everyone around him. While both players are 22 years old and possess star potential, their developmental paths and contributions are vastly different. Kuminga offers a more traditional athletic forward presence, while Giddey provides Chicago with a unique blend of size, vision, and offensive orchestration in the backcourt. Choosing between them wasn't just about talent. It was about choosing a direction, a philosophy for the team's future. But here's where the true genius of the Giddey acquisition and the near disaster of the Kuminga pursuit truly comes into focus. The bigger difference between these two promising young talents wasn't just their on-court skill sets. It was their mentality, their fit within a team culture, and their commitment to the franchise. Reports out of Golden State had consistently indicated that Kuminga had grown increasingly frustrated with his role, struggling to find consistent minutes and a defined place within the Warriors' veteran-laden lineup. These frustrations, often bubbling to the surface, resulted in his name being continually thrown around in trade conversations. Had Chicago landed him, there was a very real risk that those same frustrations, that same uncertainty about his role, might have followed him to the Bulls, creating a potentially toxic environment for a team trying to foster a new culture. Instead, the Bulls ended up with Josh Giddey, a player who has not only embraced the opportunity to grow with the team, but has clearly committed his future to the franchise. While negotiations for Giddey's extension took several months, a testament to the careful consideration on both sides, the end result was a team-friendly deal that locks in a player who demonstrably wants to be part of the Bulls' journey. This isn't just about signing a contract. It's about buying into the vision, about a player genuinely wanting to be in Chicago and grow with the team. That combination of talent and genuine commitment is invaluable, especially for a franchise in the midst of a rebuild. It's a stark contrast to the potential drama and discontent that Kuminga's reported frustrations might have brought. That's where the Bulls, perhaps unknowingly at the time, caught a monumental break. In the high-stakes world of professional basketball, talent is obviously of the essence when building a contending team. You need players who can score, defend, and make game-changing plays. But fit and mentality are arguably just as important, if not more so. A supremely talented player who is unhappy, disengaged, or unwilling to buy into a team system can be a disruptive force, undermining chemistry and hindering progress. Conversely, a player with immense talent who is also committed, coachable, and eager to grow within the framework of the team can elevate everyone around them. Chicago desperately needs young stars, foundational pieces around which they can build a sustainable contender. In Josh Giddey, they found not just a player with all-star potential, but one who is also deeply committed to being with the franchise, to growing alongside his teammates, and to embracing the challenge of bringing winning basketball back to the United Center. That combination of skill and unwavering dedication is worth more than it appears on any stat sheet or salary cap spreadsheet. It's the intangible glue that holds a successful team together, and the Bulls, by a stroke of luck and a rival's refusal, secured it. So, as we look ahead, the initial question posed by Sam LaFrance of Hardwood Houdini resonates with even greater significance. 5 years from now, will the Bulls regret missing out on Jonathan Kuminga's immediate fit and long-term ceiling, or will they look back at Josh Giddey as the smarter, safer investment to build around? Given the trajectory of Giddey's development, his seamless integration into the Bulls system, and his undeniable commitment to the franchise, the answer seems increasingly clear. Chicago narrowly avoided a potential pitfall, a trade that could have brought both talent and turmoil. Instead, They landed a young star whose skills perfectly complement their vision and whose mentality aligns perfectly with the culture they are striving to build. This isn't just about avoiding disaster. It's about seizing an opportunity, recognizing the profound value of a player who not only brings immense talent, but also an unwavering desire to be a part of something special. The Bulls' future, once uncertain, now gleams with the promise of a committed, talented playmaker at its helm. All right, Bulls Nation, what do you think? Did the Bulls truly dodge a bullet by not landing Jonathan Kuminga? And is Josh Giddey the undisputed future of this franchise? Or do you still wonder about the what if of Kuminga's raw talent? We want to hear your takes, your hopes, and your predictions for Chicago's future. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get this conversation buzzing. And if you're as excited about the direction of this Bulls team as we are, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for all the latest insights, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single moment of this thrilling journey.